The claim was made at the outset of the 14th day of the Mr. Depp's libel claim against the Sun over allegations he was violent to his ex-wife. On Thursday, Henriquez denied Heard had ever hit her, or that she was frightened of her sister. She also gave evidence she saw Depp punch Heard really hard in the head multiple times in Los Angeles in March 2015 in the so-called stairs incident.
Judge stops listening to Amber Heard. Johnny Depp Amber Heard lawsuit.
Henriquez admitted that Heard punched Depp on that occasion, but only did so in my defense, because her sister believed the actor was going to push her down the stairs. Sherborne told the court that Henriquez had tailored her evidence to meet her sister's evidence. The barrister added that Depp's legal team had been provided with material which we say demonstrates Miss Whitney, Henriquez, was lying yesterday. Depp, 57, is suing the Sun's publisher, News Group Newspapers, and its executive editor Dan Wooton over an April 2018 article which labeled him a wife-beater over claims he attacked Heard, 34, during their relationship. At the Royal Courts of Justice in London, Sherborne said, after she, Miss Henriquez, gave evidence yesterday, one of our team was contacted by an individual on the basis of being kept confidential. He added, we were contacted to explain that Miss Amber Heard had a history of violence and attacking people, and this video, which was attached, of her sister, Whitney Henriquez, was taken shortly after Amber Heard had attacked her, and Miss Whitney Henriquez was filmed with people commenting on the bruises on her face and body. Sherborne told Justice Nichol in the context of the attack what I will call the stairs incident, and the evidence we say of the attack by Miss Amber Heard on Mr. Depp, Miss Whitney Henriquez, you will recall, protested that it was only in self-defense and it is the one physical attack that Miss Amber Heard admits to. He said that, on Thursday, Henriquez was asked whether Miss Amber Heard was violent and said that the stairs incident in Los Angeles in March 2015 was a one-off. Miss Heard's legal team had previously said Amber has already been responsible for 7 figures in donations to charitable causes and intends to continue to contribute and eventually fulfill her pledge. But Adam Wolanski, QC, representing the Sun's publisher News Group Newspapers, said the new evidence Mr. Depp wanted to rely on would not have had any impact on the result of the libel trial. The court refused permission for Mr. Depp to appeal. Speaking at the Royal Courts of Justice in London, Lord Justice Underhill said, we refuse Mr. Depp's application to admit further evidence in support of his proposed appeal, and we conclude that the appeal has no real prospect of success and that there is no other compelling reason for it to be heard. We accordingly refuse permission to appeal. What has the reaction been? In a statement after the ruling, a spokeswoman for The Sun said, The Sun had every confidence that this leave to appeal application would not be granted and are pleased with today's decision. The case had a full, fair, and proper hearing, and today's decision vindicates the courageous evidence that Amber Heard gave to the court about domestic abuse, despite repeated attempts to undermine and silence her by the perpetrator. A spokeswoman for Amber Heard said in a statement, we are pleased but by no means surprised by the court's denial of Mr. Depp's application for appeal. The evidence presented in the UK case was overwhelming and undeniable. She added, Mr. Depp's claim of new and important evidence was nothing more than a press strategy and has been soundly rejected by the court. In a statement, Mr. Depp's solicitor Joelle Rich from the law firm Schillings said, the evidence presented at last week's hearing further demonstrates that there are clear and objective reasons to seriously question the decision reached in the UK court. Sherborne continued that Henriquez's evidence about the incident in March 2015 is the only occasion on which any other human being is supposed to have witnessed Depp being violent towards Heard. He added, the reliability of Miss Whitney Henriquez is critical. Sherborne said Heard's evidence is that she was never violent. She has not physically attacked Mr. Depp, and the only occasion is said to be when she was acting in self-defense. Evidence that Miss Heard was violent towards her sister is relevant to that issue, Sherborne said. He told the court, we are entitled to put allegations of violence to Miss Whitney Henriquez We want to play the videotape to her and ask her about the incident in which Miss Amber Heard attacked her. Sherborne added, "Had we received this before the end of yesterday, we would have been entitled to put the allegation to her and we would be entitled to rely on it in our closing submissions." Henriquez's cross-examination concluded on Thursday afternoon and she was due to the question by NGN's barrister Sasha Wass QC on Friday. Wass said she had not seen the video and was not aware of it until Sherborne told the court about it. Justice Nichol said he wanted to press on with other witnesses' evidence, and if there is an opportunity for Miss Wass to see the video before we get to the issue, that would be desirable. Henriquez was due to finish her evidence on Friday morning before Heard's acting coach Christina Sexton appears by video link from Australia and Heard's friends Io Tillett Wright and Raquel Rocky Pennington give evidence from the US. The Sun's article, published in April 2018, was the focus of a 3-week trial in July last year. The 57-year-old sued Newsgroup Newspapers, the publisher of The Sun, over the accusation that he was violent towards Miss Heard, but the newspaper maintained its article was accurate. The Hollywood star's libel claim was dismissed by Mr. Justice Nichol, who found the Sun's accusation to be substantially true and ruled in the publisher's favor. The judge found Mr. Depp, 57, had assaulted Miss Heard, 34, on a dozen occasions and put her in fear for her life 3 times. Days after the ruling was announced, Mr. Depp announced he had been asked by Warner Brothers to resign from his role in the Harry Potter spin-off franchise Fantastic Beasts. What happened with Mr. Depp's appeal? The US actor asked the Court of Appeal to grant permission for him to challenge the High Court's ruling, with the aim of having its findings overturned and a retrial ordered. At a hearing last week, Mr. Depp's lawyers asked the court to consider fresh evidence relating to what they said was Miss Heard's claim that she gave her $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Mr. Depp's barrister, Andrew Caldecott QC, told the court that claim was a calculated and manipulative lie. After the court divorced in 2016, Miss Heard said that she would split the $7 million between the Children's Hospital Los Angeles and the American Civil Liberties Union. But Mr. Caldecott said the hospital wrote to Mr. Depp's business advisor in 2019 to say Miss Heard had not made any payments. The court heard $100,000 was donated to the hospital and $450,000 to the ACLU, but Miss Heard claimed she made a further $500,000 donation to the second charity anonymously.